All right, here we go. Final four time for field hockey, and I'm Rick Hamlin, joined here by Ellie Hoke. And Ellie, feels like we were just here just a week ago. We saw these two teams battle in the LIS championship, and here we go again. Collegiate versus Trinity field hockey, fourth time this year.
Wow.
What are you expecting today, Ellie?
I think it's going to be a lot like last week. I think it's going to be head-to-head, toe-to-toe, all game, fighting for the ball constantly. But I think the end result is a toss-up. I can't really say for sure who is going to win this. I think it is really 50-50.
Yeah, and so the first two times they played in the regular season, the Titans won each of those games by 1 goal. In last week's league championship, the Cougars won by 1 goal. So they're very evenly matched, and you got the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. So, yeah, I agree. I expect it to be really, really close. Titans are missing Mary Hazel Davis, who's been in all league and one of the key players in the middle of the field. So that is a disadvantage, but still plenty of talent on display from both rosters. And already I feel like just in this first 30 seconds, the Titans a little more aggressive offensively than what we saw in the first quarter the last time they met, when felt like pretty much the whole first quarter the Titans were on the defensive. But they've come out to a good start here. But now Callie Rogers has the ball for the Cougars, and that is always dangerous, and she plays a great through ball.
Nope. Can't get it off in time. Ooh.
The Ambrosi Torres, the goalie, comes out and did really well to knock that ball away, but the threat hasn't passed, and it's going to be an early corner here for the Cougars. And I'm pretty sure that in last week's game it was a goal off of a corner that provided the game winner for the Cougars. So now, if I remember correctly, they had about 16 corners that game and scored on one or two. But so plenty of practice defending these for the Titans, and they're going to need to. Definitely don't want to get behind here in the first 2 minutes.
I think that'd be very demoralizing.
Callie Rogers' touch took her a little off her course, but she's showing off those skills and has it taken away by Carson Beatty. Great steal by Carson. And great effort by Ava Benson to try and track it down, but I think it went out of bounds to White. I think the ref said he pointed the wrong way there. Callie Rogers intercepts that pass, but gives it back away to Anna Reeser.
The
freshman, classmate of our producer, Ainsley McNear. Anna and Lila Grace Logan with the ball there. Just got out of a ancient Rome quiz that Ainsley had to take, but they'll have to make that up tomorrow, and I bet they'll be in a lot better mood for that makeup if they can get a win here today. So scoreless, 2.5 minutes into it, and the Cougars looking to possess in their own defensive half.
The dynamics of this game already are vicious.
It feels
very aggressive.
More intense than I think any of the games we've seen so far.
I agree. It's a fun game to watch.
It is a fun game to watch, and there's a berth in the state championship on the line, and weather is nice, cloudy, but upper 60s, maybe 70. A little bit humid, actually, for November.
I'm wondering, with daylight savings, if it's going to get dark before the end of our game.
Yeah, it definitely was dark by the end of Monday's soccer quarterfinal state game, but field hockey game's a little bit shorter than soccer with the 4 15-minute quarters, so we should be fine on daylight. However, you're right, Ellie, if it goes to overtime, it'll be pushing it a little bit with the daylight, but I think we'll be fine. But this is definitely a game. It could go to overtime when you talk about two teams that are so evenly matched. It's stressful just thinking about overtime. But we're a long way from that now, and yet again, Callie Rogers, that's her 3rd interception of the game, and second time she's gone to ground as she draws trip there and looks for a switch. Good job by Shep Ramsey to anticipate that. And, Ellie, another thing, just these teams know each other so well, and in some ways I think it causes them to almost neutralize each other's strengths, because this is the 4th time they've played since early October. So 4th time in about a 5-week span that these guys have met. And, of course, a lot of these players play as teammates with club hockey outside of school as well. So
Yeah, I think being forced to play so much really resulted in each of these players being forced to really understand each other's weaknesses and strengths.
yeah, no doubt. And speaking of strengths, Callie Rogers hit that ball hard through the crease area, but it comes to nothing as it goes out of play.
I would call that dangerous. Yeah, that's the call there.
Yeah, dangerous high stick there on Ella Shirey. Turns it back to the Cougars.
Not as many scoop passes as I saw last time we played them. Last game against the Cougars filled with scoop passes. The ball was, arcing in the air constantly.
Yeah, there was that phase for like 5 minutes. It was just one scoop pass after another, but maybe we'll see some later. I think that was in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be a hacking there.
Third time Callie Rogers is on the ground.
Yeah, this time she's a little slower to get up, but she does get up. I think the official giving a little warning to clean up the physical play a little bit. Good defense there. That was Darcy Cobson is really defending well and stopping that attack. This is the 8th grader, Alexandra Curtis. She had the game-winning goal in the league championship game last week, and she's a really impressive young player for the Cougars.
Oh, we have a corner.
Yeah, corner coming up here for Collegiate. First sub of the game as junior Ellie Johnson gets a break and going to be replaced by another 9th grader, Elena Cathedral.
I haven't seen her in much too recently. It's good to see her back.
Yeah, let's wait and see what happens here as it's in front. And good job there by Anna Reeser to knock that ball wide. Yeah, Elena played a lot in Tuesday's quarterfinal game, and she actually had an assist on one of the Olivia Schminke goals. I think they said at morning meeting she was the offensive player of the game. So she's been coming up strong late in the season, and the future is definitely bright with 6 9th graders on this team, plus some great JV players. They had a nearly undefeated season. So future of Titan field hockey, very, very strong. The present of Titan field hockey, though, is they're going to have to defend a 3rd corner already in this first 9 minutes of the game. It's a pretty sizable student section. I can't really see it on our camera right now, but big crowd.
Big crowd.
School just let out, and that's dangerous right in front, and it
And
is
it's
in. Goal scored by Daisy Story, number 21. And the Cougars have shown to be dangerous off those corners, and once again we see them score as a result of a corner. So I will say, this being the fourth time these teams have played, all 4 times Collegiate has scored first. But the first 2 times, Titans were able to come back and ultimately win. So they're used to playing from behind, but obviously that's not what you would want for Coach Snead and the Titans to get behind here in the first quarter.
no, definitely not.
That's a great pass by Lila Grace over to Shep. But you see the Cougars all LIS defender and Georgetown commit Izzy Lee defending. Or I say commit, probably signee after yesterday. I would imagine she signed on National Letter of Intent Day. So she's going to be taking her talents to D.C., playing for Georgetown next year, where there are some Trinity alums in the Georgetown program.
Yeah, that's where I want to play.
Yeah?
Lacrosse. Yeah, Georgetown. Number
Great
1
school.
choice.
Good luck. Got to get those grades
Gotta
nice
get-
and
yeah.
high. Really strong academic school.
Definitely. We
Lot
had
of-
2 of our girls sign yesterday.
Yeah.
Neely and
Mason. Right? Mason Jenkins?
Mason plays lacrosse. I was talking about.
Oh, for field day. I thought you were talking about lacrosse. But, yeah, Olivia and Neely and and Kendall, yeah, of course. Wow, okay, so I know we're talking about future things, but this is got to focus on this game because it is up and down, full throat, just action like back and forth. Both teams playing as hard as they can. Crowd getting into it a little bit as well. Callie Rogers showing off those stick skills. That she loves to just go right into the heart of the defense and draw defenders. We got a hack there on Ava Benson, and Alexandra Curtis will take possession. But Sadie Brooks, number 2, the senior, could not handle that pass. That's a great job by Schmieke to keep that ball in, but then it does end up going out of bounds, and Cougars, the ref thought that Collegiate took that back in play a little too quickly, so
Settled it on the 45.
that's still not the 45. But, great job by Schmieke. One of those seniors who signed yesterday with University of Delaware, and she does get dispossessed there by the Cougars' number 10, Catherine Roush.
Ooh,
Yeah, good job by Ava Benson to
block.
handle that.
Get in the way, yeah.
And Ava makes another good defensive play, and now she looks to bring it forward. Great pass.
And good
Shep
opportunity.
Ramsey's going to earn a corner for the Titans, and I think a lot of credit goes to Ava Benson there, who made the defensive interception, and then a great pass to a cutting Shep Ramsey. So props to Ava and Shep, and first corner of the game for the Titans. Lila Grace Logan over to Carson Beatty. And another corner coming.
Another corner.
Yeah,
What was
they
it
weren't.
called on?
It was, I think, a hack, or it may have hit the foot of the Cougar defender.
Yeah, I've noticed most of the times in these corners the call is just
Yeah,
touches the
hopefully,
foot.
if you're a Titan fan, hopefully you can get a shot off this time. And there you
Carson
go.
Beatty goes
Carson
for
puts it
it.
right in the mix. Rebound. Good save by the Cougars keeper. Abby Carley, freshman. She had some strong saves when we saw these two teams play last week as well.
Winding down the first quarter here.
Yeah, just about 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Lila Grace Logan wins possession.
They want this last-minute goal. Both
Yeah, I
teams.
just think the overall intensity today from both teams is the highest I've seen. Wow, that one went through a lot of sticks and bodies and ultimately rolls out of play. And
5 seconds.
yeah, I don't think they're going to have time.
I don't think they're going to have time.
Well,
but,
Darcy's going to try and put something in there.
Try.
But that is the end of the first quarter. So end of the first quarter score is Collegiate 1, Trinity Episcopal 0. Overall, fairly even. 3 corners for the Cougars, 2 for the Titans. Each keeper came up with 1 pretty big save and then maybe a couple kind of routine saves, but not even on the scoreboard as Collegiate was able to draw first blood. Second quarter about to begin. And I don't know that necessarily, the Titans need to do anything differently. I think they played well, had some good passing, good defending, good intensity. Just obviously if you give away corner opportunities, then there's always the chance that your opponent can score. And that is what happened. With Cougars with their third corner, able to get on the board first. Great crowd. Again, so for the games on this field, we use a automatic huddle camera that just follows the ball, so we can't pan to show you the student sections, but huge Trinity student section. I'm sure a lot of them have voices that don't have much left after last night's soccer semifinal when these same two schools met, and Titans were able to get that 1-0 victory. And a lot of hoarse voices this morning at school. Tremendous support out there and tremendous support again today. And Titans able to get it into the crease. Great play by Lila Grace Logan, but
rolls out.
It rolls out, and Elena Cathedral just couldn't quite keep it in play, but it's really impressed with Lila Grace on that tackle, clean swipe, and then reverse hack. Cougars looking to counterattack. Heidi Albrecht plays it to Callie Rogers. Back to Albrecht.
Good sequence of passes.
Yeah, some really nice passing from the Cougars, but now Titans with some good passing of their own. Ava Benson, she's really had a great first quarter plus, and she did really well there to progress the ball up the field. Plenty of advice for the officials right now coming from the stands. I think both sets of parents have their complaints, but, you know, that's part of high school sports too. Wouldn't be high school sports without a few fathers yelling at officials. Great job there by Anna Reeser to intercept, and she looks to switch it over to Lila Grace. But now the Cougars intercept, and they're bringing numbers forward. And I just feel like both teams are going for it more than even we saw last week in terms of getting numbers forward.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job by Ella Shiree. She passes to Olivia Schminke, who has a little bit of room here. And Schminke has it stolen away by Catherine Roush. And now she has it stolen back by Ava Benson, but no, they're going to say, I guess, that it hit Ava's foot. Here's one of your scoop passes. I know you enjoy those, Ellie.
They don't work most of the time.
Well, it does seem like it'd be hard to control, so it's a good way to progress the ball down the field, but probably difficult to bring in and get possession of, especially when you have two teams that are so even. Maybe against weaker competition it might work more because you have more athleticism, and even if your touch isn't perfect, you can still get it. But these teams are so evenly matched. Everyone out on this field is a strong player.
Yeah, they really have no weak links on either side.
Yeah, I agree. Cougars come in with 17 wins and 5 losses. Titans come in with 21 wins and only 3 losses. So combined, you're looking at almost 40 wins between the two teams. And yes, 8 losses, but 3 of the 8 are against each other.
Yeah.
So barely any losses besides when they faced each other. And I think the Titans' only other losses were to Cape Henry, the number 1 team in D2, and to I think West Side Public High School from Northern Virginia. And then Cougars had 2 losses to Trinity, 1 against St. Catherine's, 1 against Norfolk Academy, and 1 against Cox, a public school powerhouse from Virginia Beach. So a lot more winning than losing done this season by both these teams.
Yeah, both teams are leading a great winning streak, but I think both teams really, really want to tie their season up with a nice little win.
Well, another thing I noticed, did a little research today, and these two schools have played against each other in the Final Four semifinal round, like I think 5 state tournaments in a row. So, I mean, they're traditionally 2 of the strongest. And Schminke here has put herself in a good position. Does not earn a corner, though. It'll be an insert up top.
student sections poise themselves in an odd formation, kind of all in one little section.
Yeah. Maybe the student section thinks they're louder that way. All right, we got it was Olivia Schmicke trying to lift that one above the keeper, but it went out wide. And then the Cougars just needlessly give away possession. A little bit of a errant pass there. And it's Ava Benson again, who's had a terrific game so far. Looking to fire it in. She plays it over to Ella Shirey. And another interception by Callie Rogers. And Callie was looking for Sadie Brooks out on the wing, but overshot that pass a little bit. Alexandra Curtis played a long ball toward the corner, but once again, Sadie Brooks can't quite get there. And we are halfway through the second quarter and still 1-0 Cougars lead. I love when the students argue with calls. They have no idea about the rules of field hockey.
No, none of those boys know anything about field hockey.
No. Olivia Schminke showing off those skills and speed.
Weaving and
dodging.
just
Single-handedly bringing the ball up the field. Spin move. And hack by Izzy Lee. She did not like that call. Neither did the collegiate coaching staff, but I felt like you could hear the hack from me up here. So Izzy Lee does really well there to intercept. And Lila Grace Logan now wins possession. Darcy Kopsenis fires it over to Neely Weinfordner. Neely with a great pass to Carson Beatty in the middle. And it was Ellie Johnson trying to spin, but well defended by the Cougars. I think it's going to be Titan ball back out top. Nice reverse pass by Callie Rogers out to Heidi Albrecht. Carson Beatty, great job taking it from Callie Rogers. Having seen Callie Rogers play a lot these last 2 years, it is hard to take the ball away from her. So great job by Carson. And now I believe that's Ellie Johnson out there on the right. It's a little bit different position than I've typically seen. Usually Ellie plays in the center, but she's playing out on that right wing.
You're very insightful. I think you should professionally commentate.
Thanks, Ellie. But then who would be your history teacher? All right. Good defending there by Darcy Kopsenis, but also Cougars passing well. I mean, it's just battles all over this field. You got every individual out here giving their all for their team, and this could be a chance. A little bit dangerous here as it's in front. It's a goal. It is in. That was, I believe it was number 23, MK Brost, who was able to scoop that shot over Valentina, and unlike the first Collegiate goal, which you could kind of feel coming, that
Valentina
one
calling for a timeout.
sort of felt like it came out of nowhere. If anything, I thought the Titans had been having a little bit better of the play here in the second quarter, but
Yeah, I have to
timeout
say I didn't really
Trinity.
expect that. There wasn't much speed off of that corner.
Yeah, it was a really nice spin by, I think, we don't have the benefit of replay up here, but I think it was Heidi Albrecht, number 25, who was able to slip that pass to Brost, and good shot by MK Brost, the junior, for the Cougars. So that doubles the lead to 2-0, and I think this may be a really obvious statement when I say it, but I think it's massively important that the next goal will be scored by Trinity. I mean, if you can score next at 2-1, you're still very much in it, but if the Cougars were to score the next goal at 3-0, it would be really a mountain to climb.
Yeah.
I do know I was not present at this particular game, but I know when these two teams played at Collegiate in the regular season, the Cougars led 2-0, and Trinity did come back and win 4-3. So they've been in this position. They've come from behind before, and I think it's weird to say, but I actually think Trinity's playing a lot better than they did a week ago against Collegiate, even though that was a closer score. But I just feel like the Titans are playing harder, passing better, just haven't been able to break through and score.
I agree with that. I think their fundamentals in the middle of the field have gotten a lot better over the course of this season, but specifically in this game. They're connecting their passes, and it's not, the passing that's the problem. It's just that crease defense from the Cougars has been outstanding. And they just haven't been able to put anything in.
Yeah, that's really good analysis. Crease defense, I think that's well put. The Titans have been able to get it in and around the Cougars' crease quite a bit, but just haven't been able to really break through and get a lot of shots on target. I do think there was one really good save by Cougars keeper Abby Carley, but otherwise it's more so been the defenders getting interceptions and blocks before the shots can really be implemented. So I think a really good timeout there for Coach Sneed to get the team together, reestablish some confidence, remind them that there's plenty of time to play, remind them that they've come from 2 goals down before. And I'm going to ask our producer and JV field hockey star Ainsley McNear, since she's a field hockey player, do they just get one timeout for the whole game?
I'm pretty sure it's just one.
Yeah, so obviously
One per game or one per half.
Ainsley says it's either one per game or one per half, but if it's one per half, I definitely would have used it there because you needed to talk to your team. Even if it's one per game, I think, like I said, you can't let them score again. So just getting the team together, telling them we're playing pretty well. We just got to keep fighting.
Yeah. And that's big coming from you. You love to have timeouts in your pocket as a coach. I know that about you.
That's true. You've obviously watched Silvio and I on football broadcast. I really get annoyed a lot of times when coaches, like, quote, waste timeouts early in the game because I love to have them down at the stretch. But I think that was just necessary because you could see the body language after that second goal go in. For a lot of the Titan players just looked like they needed a pick-me-up. And you've played with Coach Sneed in the spring, Ellie, with lacrosse, and so you know how she's great at giving a pick-me-up when need be.
Yeah, she's great at encouragement as a goalie. It's very mentally challenging. You can really get down on yourself, but Coach Sneed was always there.
Yep.
You're good, Ellie. Whenever I needed it.
That's great to hear, and great defending there by Ella Shirey. She's really good footwork and did well with her body to shield the Cougar player off the ball. And Titans again looking to bring it forward. Callie Rogers pops it up. keeps possession, but now turns it over. Good pass by Izzy Lee, and little slip there for the Cougars. But again, it's Izzy Lee, but now just back and forth, isn't it? Now
Yeah,
Lila
it's
Grace
just going
Logan up
back
to
and forth
Schminke, and
back and forth.
good defending by Sealy Shield for Collegiate. And they're going to give Collegiate possession. Callie Rogers split the double team, and I think we're going to have a card here.
Green card.
Green card against Carson Beatty. And
What is a green card, Ainsley?
It's just like a small.
2 minute.
2 minutes.
Yeah, so it was 1:49 left in the half, so Carson Beatty is going to get a little extra halftime, a couple extra minutes on her halftime break, and we know, we know Carson well and how much this means to her, so it's going to be killing her to have to sit in that chair for these next 2 minutes, but we see her teammates bringing her some water, some Gatorade, and Titans are going to have to play a man down for the rest of this half with about 1:23 to go.
Ref said something about, bring it back here.
Yeah, this official seems to communicate a lot, which as a player I kind of like, actually, to know what the call is.
Me too.
Good job by Lila Grace Logan. I think she's had a really good first half. Although that pass by Lila Grace was well anticipated by Catherine Martin, and they intercept. Ava Benson tried to defend, but she slipped up.
Back with Benson.
Yeah, and this time goes out of play. But
30 seconds left.
Ava's had a great first half.
Titans just have to hold it down.
Yeah, certainly you cannot allow a goal in these last 20 seconds or so before halftime. But the Cougars are going to push and try and get one more. And Callie
going for it.
Rogers is twisting and turning.
Looking to get through all those defenders.
She's not able to get that cross in, but she does win a corner with
Oh
1
my.
second left in the half. And one thing that, Ellie, we've learned commentating together this season is if you get a corner before the end of the half or the quarter or the game, you get to take your corner.
You get to take
And
your corner. And you can get additional corners.
You can get
on that
additional
corner,
corners,
as
that's
we learned
right.
Last time.
Yes, last time the another corner.
Another corner.
But the whistle blew with 1 second left, so just really hope you can escape here. Pops up. V's able to save for now, but the chance hasn't gone, and now it has. That is the half. So good job by Valentina to make the save, and still, though, from a Titan standpoint, it's a tough spot with a 2-0 halftime deficit, but a lot of time to go. It's a really well-played first half by both teams, and Collegiate does have the 2-0 lead. So we see beneath us Mary Hazel Davis, who sadly got hurt in the matchup between these same two teams last week and is still out with a foot injury, and
Yeah, she
certainly
took a
missing
laser to
Mary
the foot.
Hazel. Yeah, the bruising and swelling on her foot is. She showed me a picture today. It is really.
Is it broken?
It's. I don't think it's broken, but it's like a really bad contusion that
Ooh.
makes walking really painful, much less running or putting any weight on it. So she's definitely been missed, but I still think Trinity's played well, transitioned well, but you said it very well, I think, a few minutes ago, that the crease defense of the Cougars has been really strong, and they prevented the Titans from getting a lot of shots on Cage. So we've got about 5 minutes of rest here before the second half starts. So we're going to take a quick break, see if the Titans can put together a second half comeback, or will the Cougars hold on and make it to the state championship game for the first time in 9 years. So a lot still to be decided here. Stick around. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. The halftime clock hadn't even gone out yet, and both teams were just ready to go. So we got
Yeah,
actually
really, there were 2 minutes
a little
left.
a little earlier start to the second half, and the Titans come out fire it up and earn a corner in the first 20 seconds of this third quarter. So that's a great start and a great chance for Trinity to cut into this 2-goal Cougar advantage.
I think if they can get this, it's huge for morale and for confidence right now.
Could not agree with you more. It's yeah, this is a big time opportunity. You could tell they came out so fired up, and to capitalize would be just the confidence boost that the Titans need. Darcy Copson plays it out to Carson Beatty. Ellie Johnson keeps it alive. It's right on the doorstep for Shep Ramsey. But they're gonna, I'm not actually sure what the call was, but they're gonna call something against Trinity, and there goes one of those scoops that Ellie loves and yet thinks don't work.
They
but
really don't.
there we see Anna Reeser win possession for the Titans. And yeah, so that corner did provide one of the best scoring chances we've seen today. Is Shep had it right in front of the cage, but Cougar keeper Abby Carley was able to save it, and then I don't know what the call was, but something happened that they gave it back to Collegiate. Ava Benson with another interception, and she's just playing at such a high intensity level today. Here comes Shep Ramsey again. And it's going to be Titan ball. Carson Beatty was able to knock that at least off the Cougar defender to be able to get possession back out top. Darcy Copson is to insert.
That's going to be dangerous.
Dangerous.
Went a little bit over
Against
defender.
Darcy.
That's also a dangerous pass.
Yeah. A lot of danger out there back and forth.
They got to keep the ball on the ground. Bring it to the 20. This ref is very picky about where the ball starts.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad thing. Just
No, it's
I
not.
haven't seen
It's
it
not a
before.
bad thing, but he tells them exactly where to put the ball. Nice job by Shep Ramsey to get the steal. Perfect pass to Olivia Schminke. She gets by the keeper, and
and it just hits the
shot
side.
hit the outside of the cage.
That
But
was a really tough angle.
yeah, it was a tough angle, but I do think that was the best opportunity yet for the Titans.
Yeah,
As
open cage.
open cage, huge credit to Shep Ramsey, who really created it with the steal and with the would-be assist. And I think we're going to have a card against the Cougars. And it's going to be against Sadie Brooks.
Our student section cheering, "You can't do that," although I'm sure they
have
have no clue
no-
what's been done or
Yeah.
why you can't do that.
Yeah, gotta love the enthusiasm. Anna Reeser's somehow able to get that around the defender and over to Ella Shiree, but now the Cougars' Alexandra Curtis is bringing it forward, and she smashes one toward the cage that ends up rolling out of play, and Titans will take over. Catherine Martin over to Heidi Albrecht, and Good job by Darcy Kopsinis. Darcy knocks it about 60 yards up the field. And that traveled out of play.
As indicated by Carson Beatty.
Yeah. Even just the Cougars coaching staff showing a passion and intensity that even is more than what I saw last week. So, which you would expect. I say that in nothing but the fondest of terms as a coach. Like, they're just both teams, both coaching staffs, all the players. I mean, everyone wants this badly. Everyone on both benches is standing, cheering. There's
Did
a lot at
we,
stake. Winner goes to the state championship game.
Did we win the state championships last year?
Last year, we lost. Trinity lost in the final to Norfolk Academy.
Did we win LIS?
Won the regular season last year and lost the tournament final to Collegiate, same as this year.
Rut-row.
But, I mean, it's a lot of symmetry from last year to this year in that last year Trinity won the LIS regular season, Collegiate won the tournament. And then they played each other again in the state Final Four in this game, and Trinity was able to win that one. So Titans hoping that history repeats itself, but these Cougars, a lot of their best players from last year's team are a year older, more experienced, and they are about 23 minutes away from a spot in the state championship game, and they're going to have a corner here to try and add to their lead. And already Collegiate has scored once today off a corner. Kelly Rogers' shot is cleared off the line, I believe, by Neely Weinfordner.
Who did that hit?
I think it was Neely who was able to pop it up and out of play. That looked like it was headed into the corner. So remember that one right at the midpoint of the third quarter, because the Titans are able to come back and win this game. That could have been the saving play to keep them in it, because 3-0 would be a mountain to climb. But Cougars going to get another corner, and they're going to try and make it 3-0.
Neely has had some very notable goal line saves recently.
She has. Yep. All right, it's Izzy Lee who's going to play it in. Again, like usual, to Callie Rogers. Another strong shot by Rogers is saved.
Ooh.
May have been Neely again. I'm not positive, but our producer, Ainsley McNear, tells me it was Valentina, the goalie, because she said it came off a pad. So good call, Ainsley. My eyes are a little older. Not quite as good as they used to be. Alexandra Curtis looked to fire that one into the crease, but again, it rolls out of play. And LA, the first 5 minutes or so of this third quarter, the Titans came out of the half with so much intensity, and maybe you're starting to see energy levels dip just the littlest bit, and gotta keep fighting.
Gotta keep fighting, but it's hard to keep up that enthusiasm.
It is, but it's your season, If whatever team loses today is done
That
for
was
the
a
year.
good one.
And that was a nice scoop and well handled by Lila Grace Logan. And for these seniors, well, win or lose, this is the last time they'll play on this field, as Saturday's championship game is going to be at St. Catherine's. Good job by Shep Ramsey to win that ball, and here comes Carson Beatty. She tried to lead Shep, but let her just a bit too much. All right, under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, Collegiate scored 2 first-half goals to gain the lead in this game. Titans have played well, played hard, just haven't been able to break through yet and score. Great pass from Callie Rogers out to Sadie Brooks, who is back on the field after serving a penalty off a green card earlier in this third quarter.
I do have to wonder how these players don't have back pain from bending over so often.
Oh, another good save by Valentina as Callie Rogers fired a shot in, but a foot save by Valentina. Yeah, my back hurts just watching them and that.
Ainsley, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, technically you're not always supposed to bend over, but like everyone does anyway, because you're supposed to like bend with your legs. But like, I have to say, like when I started the season first, my back was definitely sore after practice.
Ainsley, who you kidding? You don't have to bend over. You're already low to the ground. No, but
Stick's practically taller
yeah,
than
so
you.
since Ainsley doesn't have a mic, not our viewers may not have been able to hear her answer, but she basically said you shouldn't get back pain if you're doing it right because you're supposed to use your legs. This is scary, really scary, and it's a goal.
Darn.
Scary if you're a Titan fan, that is. If we have Collegiate fans watching, that was a really great pass and finish. And I want to credit the right people, but I think it was MK Brost who scored it, and I believe it was Catherine Martin with the assist. And looked like Catherine Martin was able to get by a couple defenders on the left, draw Valentina out, and then just slipped it in to MK Brost, who had the whole cage in front of her. And 3-0, and we've been talking about how at
That'd be a
2-0
bad
the next
line.
goal was so important, and we've got just about 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, and
Whoa. Interlocked sticks. How do
if
they
the
call?
Titans want to come back, they've got to get on the board quickly.
Yeah.
Lila Grace Logan trying to get it in there. Ellie Johnson fighting hard, and she does win possession. And I think Callie Rogers called for having that come off her foot. Lila Grace trying to probe that defense, but good job again by Ava, and she gets a corner. Great job by Ava Benson. And
Huge. Yeah, this is their chance to start their comeback.
yeah, if you're a Titan fan, the comeback needs to start here. It needs to start soon. 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Yeah, let's see if they can climb that mountain we've been talking about. Oh.
Dangerous play. And Titans have had five corners, I think, 4 or 5 corners, and yet to really get one close. See, Carson Beatty, who just got a quick rest, is desperate to check back in the game, waiting for her chance. And we can guarantee you that Carson will fight till the very end, and she's going to check back in,
20 seconds
replacing
left.
Ellie Johnson.
It's 20 seconds left.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I misunderstood you. Yeah, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. I'm sure Collegiate is probably happy to just let this quarter expire,
Which it will.
which it will. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, Collegiate 3, Trinity Episcopal 0. The Cougars have scored 1 goal in each of the 3 quarters, and Titans are going to have to get 3 goals at least in the fourth to try and keep this thing going.
Oh, is that Collegiate shouting that?
Yeah, Collegiate has a decent size student section, and
Collegiate chanted, "We can't hear you," and our student stand chanted, "Let's play soccer back." And if you didn't know, we beat them at soccer last night.
yeah. I mean, you're used to, especially at basketball games, seeing the student sections go back and forth, but kind of love seeing it at a field hockey game.
Don't
They
see
also-
it much.
No, you don't, but they also have to be like pretty loud because the student sections are separated by about 120 yards.
Yeah,
So they gotta yell pretty loud to be heard, but
I was impressed by
some-
how much noise they were making.
yeah, there
Like
was some
that,
good
like-
banter there. And just to give an update, I just checked the other semifinal with 4th seeded St. Catherine's playing at number 1 seed Norfolk Academy. The Bulldogs of Norfolk Academy have a 6-0 lead in the third quarter. So barring the miracle of miracles, it's going to be Norfolk Academy in the championship to play the winner of this game. Now, regardless of who's in it, the championship game will be Saturday at St. Catherine's. That's a predetermined site that they're playing at. But right now, it's looking pretty much definitely like Norfolk Academy and probably Collegiate. But Titans are still got 15 minutes to try and save their season. And the last... Let me think about this now. 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And in 2020, there was no state tournament because COVID. And again in 21. I think the last 7 state field hockey championships have been Norfolk Academy against Trinity. So the Cougars looking to break that pattern that has emerged for, at this point, several generations of field hockey players. It's been Titans versus Bulldogs. So Collegiate is trying to get into that game, and they're 14 minutes and change from doing so. We still see, I mean, the intensity from both sides is just off the charts, playing so hard.
Whoa.
Callie Rogers splits 2 defenders, goes past a third.
She dribbled it over a kneeling Carson. I don't know how that plays into that dangerous play rule.
Yeah, I think it is just if she's deemed to,
That ball hit the hand
Have
of,
control.
Renee Schminke.
yeah, that probably hurt. No, but I think that Callie Rogers play, I think it's legal if the officials feel like she has control of it, which she did.
She
It was
did.
pretty impressive. Put that on her mixtape. All right, we got both teams just fighting for it in the corner. Good job by Lila Grace. But, oh, yeah, so she's going to win possession. And now it's Darcy Copsonis out to Ella Shirey. Still white ball. Ava Benson trying to get around the defender, and she does. So the ref blew his whistle. That's why I'm hesitating. I don't think it's going to be a corner, but it'll be Titan possession out wide. Ava Benson, she's continued to impress me today as she keeps creating stuff. Izzy Lee intercepts. We've said that a lot today. Carson Beatty, great steal, great moves by Carson. She fired it in front to Olivia Schminke, and
Schminke just couldn't get the angle.
yeah, that's a spot we've seen Olivia Schminke score many, many goals from in her incredible 4-year career here. Schminke, just named the LIS Player of the Year last week. Just signed her letter of commitment to play field hockey at Delaware next year.
Very excited for that.
Yeah, that's a great program. I believe a couple years ago were in the national championship game, and a couple Titans already there, Genevieve Johnson and Emery Loftus. So she'll be joining them up in Delaware. But, yeah, Olivia's had an incredible career. I think she'd like to have that shot back, though. Good skills by Heidi Albrecht there. That, I thought, pretty clearly came off the foot of Callie Rogers, but no whistle. And
nearly
wow, what a job by Valentina Ambrosi-Torres to slide and kick that ball out of a dangerous spot. There's Izzy Lee again. She's had a fantastic game for Collegiate, showing why she is an all-league player and a Division I bound player going to Georgetown, as we mentioned in the first half. But Izzy Lee's had an excellent game.
This quarter is going by slower than the rest.
Well, when you're down 3-0, you would hope it doesn't go by too quickly.
Yeah.
They're going to say that hit the foot of, I believe it was Elena Cathedral out there. Cougars on the counterattack trying to seal this one, but I got to say, that's great effort there by Heidi Albrecht. I mean, that ball looked to for sure be going out of play, but she sprinted to try and keep it in, and you can just see that these Cougars are all in to get this win. So is Trinity. I mean, both teams have played so hard.
Oh, just goes wide. Although it doesn't really look like we'll be able to get back from the 3-0 lead, the Titans don't seem to be faltering in their energy.
Yeah, I agree. There've been no slip in the effort, but time is running short. They need something here. Maybe this is the chance they need. AC is bringing it forward. Tried to find Schminke, but that pass was just a little behind her, and kind of sums up the day a little bit. Great effort, but just hasn't quite come to fruition.
Quite there for the crease attack.
Carson Beatty showing off her skills. She's going to earn a corner. She goes to ground, and This is the chance, Ellie. Gotta have a goal here, I think.
Yeah. You know, it's not unheard of a comeback like this, but they don't get it here now. I don't think they're gonna get it. Realistically.
Carson Beatty played it across. Elena gets it back in for another corner. I thought the chance had gone, but good job by Elena Cathedral to keep that in the crease and draw another corner. Clock ticks to 7 minutes.
What was the ref signaling?
They're going to make him take it again. I didn't hear what he said. I don't know if it was a false start. Well, the Cougars able to defend that corner, and now they're trying to come up with a fourth goal. We are going to see, looks like a green card coming, I think.
Green card on.
There's been like 7 plays.
23?
Yeah, I think MK Brost is going to have to head to the sin bin.
Get off the field, though. Just accept it and get off the field. There's been like 7.
Clock is stopped. So get that fixed. Still 6:13 to go. And seems like there's a lot of discussion about.
Did you see what that card was for?
I mean, I think the official thought that she tripped Neely, and she is saying she didn't touch her.
But the
Which,
verdict will be that
I mean,
she did.
she very well may not have touched her, but if that was the call, it's the call. I mean, fouls get called all the time. So I think they let the Cougars plead their case, but ultimately it is going to be 2 minutes on the sidelines for MK Brost. So we'll see if Trinity can take advantage. Brost has had a great game. 2 of the 3 goals today. That was headed goal bound, but Valentina Ambrosi Torres with a big kick to get it out. Cougars try and get in there again. Alexandra Curtis earns a corner, and I mean, this is not only dangerous because a fourth goal I think would put it completely out of reach, but it's also a chance for Collegiate to let some time run off the clock. Callie Rogers, big shot, save, still alive, but the Titans defend the rebound, and that's a nice ball from AC ahead to Olivia Schminke, but she just runs out of real estate. Schminke is so fast, but even she wasn't quite fast enough to catch that one. attacking against the Titans, and as the clock winds down to 4 minutes, it's going to be Collegiate possession. Ellie Johnson checks in for Shep Ramsey. All right, able to get the ball forward a little bit. Still a big crowd out here. Oh, great pass. Carson Beatty to Schminke. She didn't save it. I thought for a second that she might have kept that from going out of play, but just out of bounds.
One final scoop pass.
Yeah, another scoop pass. Intercepted by Ava Benson. Redirected toward the goal. Another shot made by Ellie Johnson. Great job there as Abby Carley made a double save to keep it out of the net. Nice move there by Catherine Martin. She had a key assist for the third goal. Titans will retain possession. Good job by Izzy Lee. Yet another interception. She's had so many of those today, and Collegiate just wants to play that ball all the way down. Cougars fans starting to sense that this is their day.
Yep.
And got to give Collegiate a lot of credit that twice during the regular season they lost to Trinity, but
Now here they are.
here they are just a minute and a half or a little less away from a berth in Saturday's state championship game against Norfolk Academy. Titans still fighting here till the end. Nice pass, and Olivia Schminke scores. And it was Anna Reeser who got forward into a much more offensive position than we usually see Anna Reeser, and she was kind of like a creative midfielder there and played a great pass to Olivia Schminke, and with exactly 1 minute to play, the Titans get on the board, and Olivia Schminke, LIS Player of the Year in what is going to be her final high school game, gets one more goal.
It's a good way to end it for her.
Yeah, you would have loved to see that goal come a few minutes earlier, but I'm afraid it's going to be too little too late.
Just about 30 seconds left.
And Cougars just trying to run this clock out, keep possession.
Yeah.
Anna Reeser, big hit down the field, but fighting hard to the very end is Ava
And that's
Benson,
it.
but congratulations to the Collegiate Cougars as they get a 3-1 win here at Aycock Stadium, and they are celebrating with a lot of passion, as you would expect. And for the first time in 9 years, Collegiate is returning to the Field Hockey State Championship. Ellie?
That's it for the Trinity field hockey season.
Yeah, still a great season. Titans are going to finish with 21 wins and 4 losses. LIS regular season championship. They defeated Norfolk Academy, who is the #1 team in the state. So great season. Thanks to my partner, Ellie Hoke. Thanks to our producer, Ainsley McNear. And we do have still a few more TESPN broadcasts to bring you in the next several days. So Saturday, state football semifinal right here at Aycock Stadium. The #1 seeded Titans will host the 4th seed Potomac School. And that's at 1 o'clock on Saturday, so join us for that. And then the state championship soccer game, Trinity is playing St. Christopher's. That game was originally scheduled for tomorrow night. Due to the impending weather forecast, it's been moved to Monday night. That's at 7:30. So try and get out to City Stadium to see Titans and the Saints battle for the soccer state championship. But if you can't make it, we'll be bringing it to you here on TESPN. As always, thanks to everybody who tuned in. Thanks to any Collegiate fans who tuned in, and congratulations to you all. Great game by the Cougars. Good luck as Collegiate represents the LIS in Saturday's championship game against Norfolk Academy. And once again, great season for the Titan field hockey team. 21-4, LIS regular season champions, but they're just going to come up a little short of a state title this year. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time.